Hello, everybody. How are you? Finally, YouTube's getting its stuff together. My goodness, I just tried to make a tarot live, and then YouTube just decided to, just fail on me. So, how are you guys doing? For those of you that are coming in here a little bit late, you guys can catch it on the replay. Hey, Olga. I'm just trying to get some of my cards out. How are you? I got some new tarot decks to play with, and I got more coming very soon. How are you, Olga? Oh, I got to make sure my cards are the right way. All right. How are you, my dear? Let me just switch the chat to live chat. There we go. Perfect. Welcome, Olga. Hope you're having a good one. I got some brand new cards, and I got to break them in. I got to break them all in. So welcome everybody just coming in. You got a crochet buddy now. Am I your crochet buddy or is it somebody else? Crocheting is such a relaxing activity. I wish I knew how to do it, but I'm all thumbs. You woke up a little bit ago. Well, I hope you had a good nap. You know, naps are good. You got to get your rest in. So how are you guys doing? I figured since Chantal's being rather quiet right now, she's supposed to be on a camping trip, might be a good time for a tarot reading. And I got these new cards, so I gotta give them a workout. You know she's not camping. I think you know what, the whole thing with the beef stew, I think that was a setup for her not to go. Hey, hello, Icy Gamer. I honestly think she came up with a whole eating beef stew after it's been out for 8 hours. That was a setup for her not to go camping because she's going to come back on and go, I got really sick, guys, and I couldn't go. Messages to my professional path. That would be, you would need like a private reading for that. I'm just doing readings on Foodie right now. Hello, Just Mom Life. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Everybody can come in and hang out if you'd like. I got a whole bunch of new tarot decks to play with. Camping for 15 minutes only. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Salah say that there were other people showing up at the campground? It wouldn't just be the two of them, that there was another couple that would be in attendance? You know what, I know she's trolling. Any adult knows you leave food out for 8 hours, it's cooked, you can't eat it. I don't care what it is. If you do, you're asking for food poisoning or a trip to the hospital. She was so trolling with that. Look, I see what Chantal is doing. I see what she's doing. She's trying little lame attempts to get the reactors to talk about her. That's what this is, y'all. Like the stupid questions that really she doesn't need answers to and just acting dumb. That is her lame attempts to get the reactors to talk about her again. And they're so dumb. Like the whole live she did with Salah, and they're playing chess and then thumb wars and rock, paper, scissors. I mean, she's stupid content and she knows it. It's like, if you want us to talk about you, Chantal, you got to try a little bit harder, girl. You know what sells on YouTube, and that ain't it. I left the beef out for a week. Should Salah eat it? You know what I loved about that stream? I don't know how much is rage baiting and how much is lack of home training. The thing is, Mom Life, the thing is, if she's rage baiting, there's really no reason to rage. We're not going to rage if she decides to eat stew that's been out for 8 hours. I mean, what are we going to get mad for? It's not our stomachs. It's not our buttholes. They're going to have to deal with it later. I think there is a lack of home training. But it's like, if you're trying to make us mad, that's not it. It's not it. You're not going to make us mad by making yourself ill. And another thing, that mod of hers, Vampira, Queen of Darkness, or whatever, I remember her. I remember seeing a picture of her. She's a very attractive woman, the kind of woman that Salah would just go wild for. And even her own mom was saying, yeah, go ahead, eat that beef stew. Go ahead. It's like, you're a mod and you're encouraging Chantal to get sick? Very sus. Very sus. Like, why are you encouraging her to be so ill? Like, are you and Salah talking? Do you want her to be ill? So I did a bunch of reacts. I was up till 4 this morning, getting them all done. Just trying to catch up. She's moving in with her man. Who's moving in with her man? What? Salah, listen. Salah is he's everybody's man. It's okay, Olga. I just had to catch up. Oh, vampire lady. So I haven't done a tarot live in about 8 days, and I wanted to just do some catch-up tarot for you guys using some of the new cards, because I got a whole bunch of new decks. Let's see. You guys want to see some of the new decks before we get started? And trust me, there's more coming. Enough Salah to go around. You know, I saw the pictures of his equipment. In my opinion, there's not enough to go around. But that's just me talking. That's just me talking. That's my opinion. It's not enough to even call it a snack pack. Ain't nobody getting full off a couple of bites. Anyway. And I know it's not nice to criticize other people's junk, but listen, you put it out there and it gets online, you're asking for criticism. But you know. That's just, hey, it's just my opinion. I mean, I've seen pieces of bubble gum that were bigger, but that, again, that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. Hello, Bubbles and Marshmallows. How are you? So, I want to show you guys some of my new tarot decks before we get started. And we're gonna get into it. So this is the vintage tarot deck. And it has kind of like the cards are kind of like on the thin side, very flexible. They're a little bit slippery. This is what they look like. There's a lot of color taken off of them. I like them. They're like the basic Rider-Waite deck, just colored differently. And I like the fact that they're a bit smaller because I do have smaller hands. Then we got this really coolie deck of the Rider-Waites. I'm loving the neon colors. Absolutely loving them. Hold on. Got to get them all out. So this is what they look like. See how colorful they are? I love the fact that the colors absolutely pop. Because I got bad eyes and that helps. Yeah. Ooh, pretty. Yes. We like color. Bam. It's so vibrant that it's like it's easier for me to read the cards when it's not like what's that card, you know. So I tend to look for cards on the smaller side because of my hands, because I can't deal with the really big cards, y'all. You know, it's like this, if the cards are too wide and the deck is too thick, I just can't. What else we got here? We got, then I have a bigger version of the Osho tarot deck, so I got a backup spare because I'm really fond of the Osho tarot deck. You guys have seen that. We also have the Mystic Red Rose Tarot and Oracle, because I like using the Oracle cards along with regular tarot, because Oracle cards give you more pointed answers. So you've got like coffin, you've got like gamer, backstabbing, coffee. Like this is what one of the cards look like. Oh, coffin. We've got cut down. These are more like T cards in a way. Death. So this is like, what's the T cards? I've got a deck of those too. Oh, I love Oracle cards, Bubbles, because they give you really direct answers. I got to put these away. Then you got True Self Tarot cards. Big, thick deck. Hey, Leanie. I was just showing off the new tarot card decks. I'm going to be doing a lot of readings and stuff for the new tarot channel as well. I'll let y'all know in the community post when I start doing stuff there. So this one's a bit different because it's like the Rider-Waite, but instead of like Queen of Wands, you've got the Sun. You got the Judgment card with the referee. You've got the World card. So it's a different way of showing the tarot cards. Ace of Cups. So I like the difference, like instead of using like just drawn images, you're using like almost full life pictures. Hello, T. What else do we have here? We got Dark Confessions Oracle cards. All right. And these are more like message cards. Like I have karmic debts that need to be paid before I can come back to you. I'm seeing someone, but I am not ready to know about them yet. Ready for you to know about them yet. Like, so these have different messages. Hey, Brooke. Ooh. Gamer's like, I'm going to go out and go shopping. Pride and Ego got hurt. So like, these are like personal message cards. We are living two separate lives. So it's like, I like the fact that there are messages on these. So I really like this Dark Confessions deck. I know that I'm going to be using this one a lot. We got Blocks to Love Oracle. I had the What's the Vibe. Then we've got the Final Rose Tarot. What else? What's the Tea? And believe me, there's more coming. There's more coming. There's a lot more decks coming. I'm just waiting for them to arrive. We've got the Broken Mirror Oracle deck. We've got like this. Hey, Tucker, thank you so much for the member for 2 months thingamajob. Hi, Rose. Hope you're having a good day. I am, and I hope you are too. Hey, Kimberlina. Dee Dee's mom passed. You know what? I don't like Dee Dee, but I am my condolences if her mom passed. I mean, it's always a sad occasion when a parent passes away. So I don't have to like you, Dee Dee, to offer my condolences on your mother passing away. It's very, very, very sad. All right. So I got a bunch of the tarot decks and the oracle decks because I like them to use them next to each other. Because they give like personal messages that way, you know? Personalized messages. So we're going to do some readings on Chantal. All right. So what are y'all's thoughts on everything she's been doing lately? Does it feel like desperation? It feels like desperation to me. And I bet I know why. I bet I can take a guess. Because Foodie, she's on YouTube doing her YouTube stuff, but I think that she has a client list of feedies that she gets money from. And right now we're entering a holiday season. So during the holiday season, money gets tight. You know, the feeders, they can't send her money like they usually do. They have to spend money on relatives and presents and the holidays and trips. And so they can't give what they normally give. So she's freaking out and urging people to buy memberships and giving out memberships and begging for sponsors. Hey, Miss Mellon. Yeah, there's Booger. FFG's got a great intro. I love it. It gets you pumped up. Like, I'm ready to fight. Booger, people, my arm is just in the way. Sorry, Booger. Hi, baby. Hello. Hello, 31. That Booger, Queen Booger's right there. Yeah, but you know what? Thunder Rain, listen, the desperation is real right now. This is when Chantal should be putting her foot to the gas pedal and going for broke, because the next couple of months are the highest paying months of the year for YouTubers. That's when your RPM, which is what you get paid per 1,000 views with your Google AdSense money, it upticks for a little bit. Then after the first of the year, it drops back down. So she should be doing content all over the place trying to capitalize, and she's really not. I mean, what do we get? We got her and Salah doing a freaking live where they were playing Thumb Wars and rock, paper, scissors, and checkers. Sad. That's what we got. That's what was going on. Hey, Angela. So what's going on with Foodie? Yay, Kathleen, you made a live. I'm glad that you could make it. I know a lot of people are still in Frenchie's live, and she's very entertaining. You know, that's why I said people can catch it on the replay. If you're somewhere else first and you want to stay there, I got nothing to say about that. Still a lot more than ALR. All right, so give me a general idea of Foodie Beauty. But she just wrapped up. Well, I'm sure she had a very entertaining stream. Very entertaining. And I hope her voice is doing much better. All right, so talk to me about Foodie Beauty. You're just dyeing your hair. Girl, get it. That's okay. I've done that too. I dye my hair. I'll do like that dark burgundy color. I got dark hair anyway, so I mix it into a wine color. And then I'll sit down and watch YouTube for a while I'm waiting for the dye to settle and then go wash it out. Don't laugh at me. That's just how I pass the time waiting for the dye to do its thing. What? I'm old. I need to cover the gray. Hey, Yellow Moon. Woo, tarot time. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Hale. How are you doing? How are you? We're just going to catch up on all things Foodie Beauty. So, say about Foodie, like what is generally going on with her? Like what is her energy? Let your glitter shine, girl. Hey, Migsy. I'm doing very well, very well. And I got to tell y'all, I am absolutely loving New Mexico. I just feel so at peace here. Albuquerque is great. It's so peaceful here. It's so wonderful for me. Yeah, she's been tired. But she's always tired, though. Foodie's always tired. Foodie's always tired. I'm tired, she says. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Every live, every video, she says she's tired. I'm so sick of that word coming out of her mouth. It's like, if you're tired, then wait till you're not to do a video or a live. Starving and tired. Yep. Hey, Naomi. I'm calling it 100%. She's going to try to scare her beezers again with medical crap for views. You're not late, Payday. You're fine. You know what? You know what, Thunder Rain? I actually agree with you. I think that she will try to use something medical to try to get money out of people, to get sympathy, but I feel no sympathy for her when she makes the choice to walk to Starbucks to go get a really sugary drink and a dessert, and she chooses to do mukbangs on and off camera. She's making the choice to be sick, so I can't feel bad for that. You're choosing to be sick, and then you want to make money off of being sick. No, not over here. Like, I can't feel sorry for you if you did the harm to yourself. Can't, won't. All right, let's get on with Miss Chantal. The Witch of the Wildwoods. I have this vintage tarot, the tarot vintage deck, and that's what it looks like. They look like regular Rider-Waite cards, but they look like weathered linen paper. I like it. I like the contrast. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I am so sorry. I'm stupid. What else we got here? All right. We got other ones up here that I forgot about. Do we have any art lovers in the audience? Anybody here that likes Van Gogh or Monet? Because I do have a Claude Monet Impressionism Art Tarot. I love Monet. So there's actually a deck that you've got. This is what they look like for those who might be interested to get it. So you've got the Hanged Man. These are all pictures of Monet's. And you've got the moon. And the cool thing about these cards is, like, look, on the cards you have what the cards mean, what they could be interpreted as. So if you're new to tarot, like, you can use that as a guide. So, like, this is some of the Claude Monet deck. Yes, they're very pretty. So if you happen to see this deck anywhere, if you see the deck anywhere, like, if you like that deck, just in the look of it, just go ahead and grab it. And then guess what? We have Van Gogh. Ooh, we got a Van Gogh deck. Y'all know I had to go for that Van Gogh deck, right? I mean, because you can't have Monet without Van Gogh. You can't, listen. How dare I not have a Van Gogh deck? Two of Swords. The Emperor. This is the Van Gogh deck. The Emperor. We have the Lovers. What's a new deck? What's a good deck for a newbie to learn? You know, A, it all depends on preference. B, a lot of decks come with like little booklets that you can read and learn. Or if you don't want to do it that way, there are lots of YouTube videos. You could just like how to learn tarot, how to read tarot. There's lots of them out there. But a lot of people's go-to is the Rider-Waite deck. And the Rider-Waite deck looks like this. A lot of people start out there first, and there's different versions of the tarot deck. There's the Morgan Greer deck. There is the Rider-Waite. There's different styles of it, but it's all a matter of personal preference. Okay, so we got the Chariot. We've got the Sun. You know what, Payday? I love the crap talking cards too. A lot of the oracle cards that I have coming are very sarcastic. They are tea cards, and I love them. I love my What's the Tea decks. I love them because they give you like straight answers. They pull no punches. Like, you know, no F's given. They don't care. So I'm always on the lookout for a good sarcastic, tell it like it is kind of oracle deck. All right, so this is like tarot with keywords. I don't know why I got this, but for those that are learning tarot, like you could use these cards as well. It's like a tarot card. This is the Two of Wands, and I know it's kind of hard to read, but the meanings of the cards are on the cards along with everything else you might want to know. So you can get a deck like that if you're trying to learn tarot. If you're like, it's hard for me to memorize all this crap, that's a good way to learn. Just get like a beginner deck. And so just keep that in mind. And we got Tarot of the Longest Stream. Last deck that I'm going to show y'all, and we're going to get back into the reading. I promise. So this is Tarot of the Longest Stream. And we have the Ace of Swords. We got the Ace of Swords. We've got Nine of Swords. I really love the imagery on these cards. Page of Swords. I just really love the art style. How long have I been reading? God, for over 20 years. I started a long time ago. You got an Angel Tarot deck. Nice. I got a recent deck called the Light Seeker Tarot. Doggone this booklet. Get out. Thank you. Goodbye. You're over it? If they have a tantrum. No, you know what? I understand the impatience to get to the reading, but it's like you just got to let me do what I do, you know? I just wanted to share the new decks with you guys because I'm buying a lot for the new tarot channel so I can have fun and you can have fun. Okay, so let's get back into the reading about Chantal. I just got momentarily distracted showing off the tarot decks. Write what speaks to you or intuition test for each card. I do tend to read a lot intuitively. Some people are very image-based. I read a lot on intuition. And as I'm reading, I sometimes get images in my mind or like messages from spirit. Like this is what is coming through. And usually half the time when I'm done saying it, I don't remember it. So, all right. Chantal. And I know Chantal watches my tarot readings because the bitch borrowed my intro music from my tarot reacts. Chantal, don't do that no more. Rude. Leave my intro music alone, lady. All right. Going back to Foodie. Yeah, you're here for the Foodie one, I promise. We're gonna get deep all the oracle cards we're about. All right. That's why I keep buying so many decks. All right. All right, so first card down we have. Okay. This is where we're starting, the Fool. So we have the Fool card. Hey, Pisces. So we got the Fool card. She's just... All right. So what am I picking up off the Fool card? Like, she's is just... I'm focusing on... I'm going to let you guys see the card up close. Take a look at the card. I want you guys to see. Now, the part that I'm focusing on is the flower in the Fool's hand. And I feel that's her, like, offering something to Salah. Like, just, she's trying to make something happen. It's her and Salah, like, she's still determined that something could be there, and she's offering this flower, and I can be whatever you want, and like, just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, she's really laying the butter on thick, if that makes any sense. Like, just, like, I'm putting on a false mask of, like, I'm happy and I care about you, da 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 da. So, like, she's living in her own little la la world of, like, everything's cool, and like, I'm putting on this brave face, and we're gonna go do this, and I feel like the Fool represents somebody going on a journey. But if they're on the edge of a cliff, they're not going to get far. There's really no path in front of them. It's just, you're about to walk off a cliff. You got your head's not in the clouds, but it's close. So, like, just putting on false images. Like, I'm going on a journey. I'm going on a journey. And everything's good. All right. Next. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't last long. Talk about a direct turn. So we got the Fool card. Y'all want to see what the next one is? You know what, Lantern? I prefer not to discuss that right now. That's a whole nother subject. I say that respectfully. So going back to Chantal. So, like, there's two different things going on here. Like, she's trying to, this is the image that she's trying to put out in front of people. But this is the reality. Like, the more she feels this way, the more this is going on, the more she tries to put out the image of, I'm fine, everything's okay, like, there's nothing wrong here. It's like, just covering up the reality of what this is. Like, I'm fine, YouTube. I'm fine. What do you mean I'm not fine? I'm fine. I really mean it. But this is okay. Like, Spirit's telling me this is when the camera is turned on, and this is when the camera is turned off. Like, this is the fantasy YouTube crap. This is the reality. Like, I feel a sense of her being stuck. She feels like she can't move. Like, the person in this picture is bound. Hey, Irene. Like, the person in this picture is bound. And I don't feel that pertains to Salah stopping her from moving. I feel that has to do with just her physical health. Like, she's literally in a place where she can't do much. So she has bound her to move. And she knows what everything is. Salah is like talking to other women, and she's purposely made herself blind because, listen, the eyes will never see what the heart is not ready to see. Do you understand? I mean, your mind knows. In your mind, you know what's going on. But if your heart's not ready to acknowledge it, you're just going to file it in the back of your head and leave it there and just pretend like you didn't see it, you didn't know it. So what's wrong, 31? So she basically put herself in solitary confinement. Like, to me, the swords look like almost like a cage or a jail cell. Like, she's got those swords all the way around her. And I'm getting this feeling of like those swords, I feel like they are defensive. Like those swords are defensive. Like she's defending. What are you defending yourself from, Foodie? Talk to me a little bit. Let's see. All right, so that makes more sense. So the next card down, because I want to cover that card and find out an answer. We've got the we got this one. We got the Seven of Swords. So I was wondering, like, what is surrounding her? What is she defending herself against? With the Seven of Swords, that is telling me like she's putting up a wall because she really just wants to be free of responsibilities and the mess that she made back in Canada. So she basically shut herself in a room to keep from having to deal with all of that there. Like, I just feel like there's a sense of like, you do it. Like, you carry all my swords. I don't want to do it. You know, like that. She doesn't want to do for herself. She wants Salah to do for her. Like, you carry all the weight. I can't be bothered. So she basically puts herself in a box so she doesn't have to do adulting outside the box. Okay, what else do we have here? Oops. Man, there's nothing but swords right now. Good Lord, Foodie. What is going on with you, ma'am? What are you doing? We got the Six of Swords. 4 cards in and 3 of them are swords. That's not good. So the Six of Swords, I think they've had some conversations about her going home. I think he wants her to go. Or he wants to go somewhere, and she is putting up quite the fight about it. Like the person in the picture is of a man he's got something in his hand and he's ready to go. And the person in front is doing nothing to help with rowing the boat. Hello, Megan. And there's a bunch of swords in front of the person. So there's a sense of like, I don't want to, you know. So like whenever there's travel involved with Foodie, it's always a fight. It's always a struggle. Like, I don't know, you know. So there's been some battles about that. There's been some big battles. Okay. Okay, then we have the Page of Pentacles. Can we expand on that, please? Because I want to know more. Yeah, okay. I want one more to clarify. This is funny. Okay, so we got the Page of Pentacles. I'm showing you guys a sequence. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles. Y'all ready? Boom. Judgment. Wah wah. Look, the last reading I did on Foodie, I picked up on the fact that Chantal, look, Foodie, you're probably going to get mad at me for saying this, and I really don't care, bitch. But your money is going to other people besides Salah, and we know it. You're giving money to Salah, but you're giving even more money to Nader. That's where the bulk of your money is going. If not for bills and food, you are giving money to Nader. Yeah, you're splitting up your money between both men. What you're giving him a smaller amount, you're giving him the bigger amount. Like you're keeping Natter afloat. But there is a judgment coming. I'm not sure what does that pertain to? Because that could mean anything. Oh shit. We got the Emperor. Yikes. Okay, expand on that Emperor. I want to know more about that Emperor. It's, well, whatever it is, it has to do with lots of money. But the Emperor doesn't always have to mean an older man. It could be somebody who's very in nature, I'm sitting on my throne, I'm the man, like one of those. And she does have somebody like that in her life, or she did back in Canada. And there's a picture of 3 people here. So Chantal, Dee, Natter. Okay. Yeah, all right. And Natter's not blocked off her channel, and neither is Dee. So let that sink in. She hates them so much, but they're not blocked off her channel. And Natter still talks about her, and she still talks about him. So it's pretty obvious that those 3 are in cahoots. Where does she make her money from? It can't be from YouTube. The YouTube money is just like whatever money. I feel that she's got a little secret side hustle with the feeders. That's where she makes the bulk of her money. I mean, Chantal's been on YouTube for about 7 to 8 years. And I feel over the course of time, she's acquired a client list of regular feeders that give her money for whatever content or conversation. There might be other feeders that come and go, but there are those that stay her regulars, and that's her main bread and butter. Foodie does what she wants. She only cares if it benefits her. Who cares what Foodie thinks? Okay. We got the Nine of Cups. So, like, whatever it is that Salah and Chantal are trying to do, like they're trying to get up and get that money, but it's not going to work, because we've got the Five of Cups here. They're going to take a hit. And I'm focusing on this picture. It looks like desert, but it's white, which points to winter. So I think this winter season, it's not going to be as profitable as it could be. Like November and December are going to be bad months for Foodie, because the potential for money on YouTube is there. It's just that they're not doing anything that nobody's interested in. Let's see. We got the Page of Pentacles. Uh-oh. We got the Page of Pentacles. Money in the hand, but there's the Death card. Death could mean rebirth, change. Okay, tell me about that Death card, because that can go any way in the world. Now, the Knight of Swords means like there's going to be a battle of some sort. So I think there might be some serious change after some kind of conflict. You know what? I want to go to the Oracle cards for just a minute, because I keep getting called to do that right now. They're like, shut up with the regular tarot. We got stuff to say. Okay, we can do that. So why don't we which one should I use? How about blah, 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 blah. Is this what I want? Yeah, very awkward. Like the Blocks to Love Oracle, I forgot to show you guys this one. Feeling not good enough. You've got feeling not good enough. You've got guilt, comparison. This is more like matters of the heart. Like what's going on? Yeah, like that's why I get different Oracle decks, because they all point to different things. So all right, so let's just shuffle these up. Like what is going on with her? The end of having her foot. I don't know. All right. So like what is Foodie? What is going on with Foodie? Like what is going on with her? What is she feeling? Insecurity. There's a lot of insecurity. She's always had a lot of insecurity though. A lot of it. That's the problem. She's too insecure, jealous, clingy, possessive, and she doesn't have a right to be. You know what game they should have played on camera, and it's like an old game. Anybody that grew up in the 80s and there was a game called Hungry Hungry Hippo. It was a board with a bunch of like hippo mouths and marbles, and the trick was to get as many marbles as possible. They should have played Hungry Hungry Hippo. That would have been what? Wouldn't that have been appropriate? No, you know what? I know the perfect game for Chantal. What the hell is that game like? Dang it, I just remembered the name of it. What is that game that you put like this big mat on the floor that's got the colored circles and stuff, and you put your right hand on red, put your left foot on blue. What the heck is the name of that game? Twister. Thank you. They should have played Twister. They should have played Twister. That would have been funny. What? She can't bend anything. Yeah, I know. That's the point. That's what would have made it funny. That would have been interesting content, though, would it not? Okay, listen. Put a 1 in the chat if you would have found it entertaining if Foodie played Twister. Put a 2 if you prefer the mukbangs. I mean, who really likes the mukbangs? I mean, you got to give the people what they want. See? Everybody's saying 1. It's something different. It would have been funny. Like, nobody likes the mukbangs anymore. Mukbangs are boring. All right, so what are some... Oh, did y'all catch, speaking of the video where she was in her filthy kitchen, like, credit to No Madness Life, because she spotted this. I would have missed it had she not said so. But Foodie's fridge is empty. That thing is bare. They put a bunch of water bottles in there to cover up how bare it is, but she already ate her way through it. Thank you, Capricorn. Them playing Twister, 1 slip from Foodie and Salah would have been flatter than a pancake. But listen, somebody else spotted this first. I got to give them proper credit. You know, it's like, it's good eye, very good eye. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. That fridge is bare. Okay. So like, what are the personal messages from Foodie to Salah? What's going on with that? And I can't remember what live she said it on, but she was reviewing like the kitchen live. Okay, so what are the messages from Foodie to Salah? She's feeling like she's unworthy. like she doesn't measure up, like he is totally out of her league. And that's why she spends so much money and so much time just trying to bridge the gap. Because she's like, I want to make myself worthy. Even though he's a younger man, he's more active than me, and he wants different things and he wants to go places. I can find some sort of anything to make into a bridge to bring us together. So she doesn't feel worthy. Are we playing Clue? It was Foodie in the bathroom with a roll of toilet paper that never got used. And shampoo and conditioner were the accomplices. And soap was the observer, videotaping everything. And toothbrush was in the corner just minding its business. Okay? Don't even talk to toothbrush. Toothbrush ain't got nothing to say. They're completely out of it, y'all. They're like, don't talk to me on Reddit. Don't talk to me on Twitter. Listen, I was just sitting here minding my business and I got dragged into this. You know, like, leave me the fuck alone. Toothbrush doesn't want to do anything with anybody. Leave Toothbrush alone. Toothbrush has been dry longer than Chantal. Yeah, but toothbrush is actually useful, unlike Chantal. A toothbrush is over it. Toothbrush is like, I will stab a bitch in the gums if you mess with me. You don't know how that hurts until it happens. Don't play with me. I'll do it. Okay, next card. She has like a negative self-image. Like, she's not happy with the way she looks. She's like, off camera, she's got a negative self-image and she's not secure within herself. And there's a lack of forgiveness in her heart. Like, she's holding on to too many negative things from her past. Things that don't even make sense. Like, she doesn't know how to forgive and forget and move on. Like, that's why she's doomed to be stuck in the past. Oh, interesting. We got a fear of intimacy. This is one of her fears, a fear of intimacy. And I think that has to do with her not being comfortable in her own skin, being self-aware of her own body, not comfortable with that. Spirit keeps saying fear of rejection. She's fear of rejection. She's afraid of being rejected. So there's a fear of intimacy. She wants it, but she's afraid to go that far with somebody right now. And she's, part of her problem is she sabotages relationships. She's very selfish, and it's all about me, 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 me. You know, sabotaging relationships, friendships, like just to, and it's her way of trying to get more attention upon herself. Like, she feels if somebody around her has friendships or whatnot, that those people are taking attention and time away that could be better spent on her. So it's like if you've got a friend over here and you got a friend over here and you're spending time with those friends, you could be spending that time with me. So I'm just going to cut those friends out of your life, and that should mean I get more time with you. And all that's going to lead to is a lot of resentment and a lot of bitterness and a lot of anger. Like, it's not going to lead to the positive end that you think it will, Foodie. You know, real love, even friendship love, it's supposed to be about addition, not subtraction. Like, if anybody out there, if you're a person and you've got things in your life that make you happy, and if you're with the right person, they will Encourage those things that make you happy, and they won't make you cut those things or those people out. More happiness and more joy. You got a negative life when they start looking around at things in your life they don't understand or they don't like, and they want to cut all those things out. Well, the last time I checked, this ain't Build a Bitch. Okay, we're not in a doll factory where you can just build a person. They're like cars. You got to take them as is. Some of them are broken. Some of them got some mileage on them, but they still run good and there's still quality. But you can't just say, I love you, but then again, I don't love you because I want you to be a completely different person. It don't work like that. Okay, so she's all about sabotaging relationships. She's not following her heart. She's not following the heart. Like, she knows where she needs to be. She knows where her heart is. And she's with somebody completely different. She's living a whole different life. And that's why she's miserable. There's a lack of self-commitment because she's all over the place with the self-commitment. There's a lot of judgment going on, like her judging him judging her. And this is a weird card, but I think I can explain this. Gender stereotypes. I think I understand what this card is trying to tell me. Like, she's got a picture in her mind of what she feels is the ultimate man, right? She's looking for somebody very macho, dominant. And Salah really isn't macho dominant. Physically speaking, he may be what she likes, but the attitude and the energy don't match. Like, she wants Natter's macho, whatever energy in Salah's body, because Salah's too much of a pushover. And once a person becomes a pushover in Foodie's world and she's got her foot on your neck, that's it, game over, no more challenge. So like she's judging him for not being macho and like she really liked that about Natter. And there's a lot of guilt in her. There's a lot of guilt of like, she knows Salah in Kuwait is not where she's supposed to be. She knows. Oh, y'all, look, if there was ever a perfect card for Foodie, I just pulled it. Y'all want to see? Y'all want to see? I know you watch my tarot lives, Foodie. Read that card. That is so on point with you. That is so you, mama. That is so you. Unhealed abandonment wounds. You've got abandonment issues. You've got daddy issues. And that might be the core of a lot of things. And because, listen, and because you have these, you've all, this is why. Because you've got open wounds, old wounds inside of you, everything turns into an obsession. You don't want people to leave you, so you put them in a position where they can't escape you. You make them codependent on you versus being independent, because if that person's independent, then they have a choice to leave, and you don't want them to have that choice. Manipulative bitch. All right, fears are, you got fears around love. You got fears around love because you're feeling like you're not good enough. Like there's a lot of me issues going on here. There's a lot of me issues going on here. Like there's a lot of things inside of her. It's not a situation of the other person is mostly at fault. It's her. There's a lot of me issues going on, a lot of unpacked luggage and boxes full of crap that needs to be dealt with. And as long as all of that stuff is cluttering up her soul, it's going to be a problem. She's got to get herself to fix herself. And she's afraid of being vulnerable. Very afraid. By the way, guys, I see that some of you are in here. If you can just take a minute and thumbs up the stream, I really appreciate that. I love doing the tarot lives for you guys, but giving the thumbs up will help other people find the channel. And for those of you that already have, I thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And she tends to be a little bit of a people pleaser. You know, like using the people pleasing aspect at first to get in people's good graces. All right. And there's a lot of shame in her. Believe it or not, she feels like a lot of shame. So I'm going to stop here with this deck. Boy, that's such a great deck. I'm so glad I bought it. So on point with that. I love the tarot, the decks. Let's keep going with Foodie's reading, shall we? I just wanted to stop and like get that insight on her. All right. Well, Jet, the people pleaser aspect of herself, I feel, is manipulative because she comes across as a people pleaser. What do you want? And I can help you. But that's to get the door open. Once the door is open and she's inside the room, that's when the real Chantal comes out. So let's putting on a mask of like, I am so nice and I'm helping you and everything's great. And then once she gets into your house, she's a different person. Thank you, Nirvana. I just have to get into his house, she once said. And thanks for the thumbs up, y'all. Like I said, I really appreciate it. So let's continue on with Foodie's reading. I want to go a bit further. You know what? Wait a second. We just did that one. It only makes sense to use the dark confession cards. Everybody still here? Hello. Y'all still here? Okay. The chat disconnected for a second. It's YouTube going bloop. Even YouTube goes bloop. Don't do that, YouTube. The only one allowed to do that is Frenchie. You're not allowed to bloop. All right. So we're going to do some dark confessions. Like, what are some dark confessions from Chantal? If you guys like these decks, I've got other decks coming. Like, there's one called Broken Mirror. Ooh. And another one that has to do with bad karma. Oops. You know, like, I was very specific on the decks I was looking for. How fast the GoPro disappeared. That's because it has no filters. I knew that wouldn't last. I knew that was bound to go sooner or later. I will make a list a little bit later, Leanne. I will, and I'll post it on the community post. Broken Mirror. Yeah. And there's another one that has to do with just like, what is the name of the deck? But it's the cards are a bit darker. I'll show you until when you get here. But like I was looking for very specific decks for very specific reasons. The karma one called, oh God, Evil Eye Oracle. I had to get that one. It's called Evil Eye Oracle. All right. So what are some dark confessions from Chantal to Salah? Ooh, I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. Here's how I'm taking that. He's getting on her nerves. Like he gets on her nerves. Like the new car smelled off of Salah a long time ago. So Foodie goes through phases, y'all. You can go back to her entire history and see the phases unfold. First phase, she meets a guy. She doesn't know him, he doesn't know her. And she's fascinated by him. And she's entranced by him. Phase 2, she's got to have him, whoever this guy is. So she will make extreme efforts to get this guy, whoever he is. Phase 3, once she gets the guy, she quickly gets bored. And when she gets bored, that's when she'll act irritated and arrogant and roll her eyes and make comments. Salah and Chantal are at phase 3. Like she's bored of him. Like the newness and the novelty is worn off. So I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. Like just, it was cute with her for a minute, but she's like, the cute is over. Y'all ready for this? Oh my God. I am seeing someone, but I'm not ready for you to know about them yet. Hi, Natter. Told y'all there's somebody in the picture. Told you. He's very much in the picture. Not that he would care. He's not committed to Chantal, but I think he would care if he knew that Natter was getting money on as well as he was getting money, and Natter was actually getting more money. Ooh, this connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. I told you, like, look, Chantal's weird. She wants the nice guy, but then once she gets the nice guy, she gets bored. She even said that herself a long time ago. She said, like, nice guys bore me. Nice guys bore her. She's all about, conquer, get to the top of the hill, put your flag down, and then after the flag is put down, she's like, now what? The challenge is over. So, like, whatever they got going on, she's bored of him, and she's longing for something more exciting. My focus is on my life. I can't be bothered to worry about you. All right. I need to free myself from fear and doubts. I am a caged bird. Ain't that the truth? But who put yourself, how did that come to be, Foodie? Who put you there? You put yourself there. That's the funny part. You put yourself in the cage. You kept yourself there for 2 years. You can't blame anybody else but you for that. That was a choice, girl. You made a bad choice. I'm embarrassed by my actions and feel disgusted with myself. I don't know about that. I don't know if she's disgusted. I think that she has trouble dealing with people. You have become too difficult for me to handle. That's a big turnoff. So, in other words, you're losing control of Salah and the manipulation games aren't working. And you can't have as much fun with manipulating him as you once did. Is that what's up, Foodie? We're going to do one more. I knew I was losing you, but I didn't do anything to fight for you. Nah, because like the interest is gone. Like the new car smell is worn off. And she's like, I'm out. I'm out. So I love like the Dark Confessions, Oracle cards. I'll make a list of all the decks that I'm using tonight for you guys. If you want to find them and check them out. And remember, there's more coming. Even cooler decks are coming. All right. We're going to go back to Foodie. What else do the cards want to tell me about Foodie? All right. So what else? Okay. Okay, we got the High Priestess card here, followed by the Four of Swords. So what I'm getting from these two together is I feel like she's been doing a lot of thinking. Like she's trying to make a decision of some sort. And it's giving her, like, it's causing a lot of strife inside of her. Let's see. And I'm focusing on the people in the stained glass window. So it's like I feel like she's trying to decide whether she wants to be in Kuwait any longer or she wants to go back home to Canada. Like she just got one foot in one area and one foot in the other. Yeah, she's longing for the Page of Swords, Natter. And longing for the Sun. Knight of Pentacles. We got the Strength card. Like she's... I don't know what she's got going on there, but like she's not really forming any kind of plans. You know, like just it's... each one of these cups, I feel, represents a bad idea, a bad choice. One cup, the cup on the top left with the face, I feel that is her pride, her vanity, her ego. The cup in the middle, I feel, represents her disguising her true self and covering it up. The snake is her intention. The cup on the bottom left is just maintaining being in a fake, phony tower of swords. The jewel cup is like her obsession with money. The crown cup is her need for victory. And the lizard cup is just her... I don't even want to say. So these cups represent something bad. It's like her, like the cups are in the clouds. They're not on solid ground. They're in the clouds. Like all these things are floating up in the air in the clouds. So like the obsession with all of these things. Like her head is in many different places, but none of them good. And it's all to just come together with somebody. Like she wants love and she wants companionship. But it's like you're going about it the wrong way. But I feel like there's going to be a bit of a celebration between three people. I wonder who. You going back to Canada, Foodie? You're going to see two certain people before he goes to jail. Yep. Like she's going home. I got a feeling she's going home. I don't care what she says. She's going home. She's going somewhere. It's going to make her very happy. Very, very happy. And she's going to continue to be stingy with her money. Just stacking her money. But look, Foodie. This is you stacking your money. Maybe doing all that feeder fuck bullshit. But this is the price you pay for doing that feeder fuck bullshit. Do you understand? So, yeah, you may do this. You may get this for doing the muck stuff for the feeders. But this is the price you pay. You know, you fuck around, you're going to find out. See how that works? Fuck around. Find out. You can't hurt your body without there being some kind of repercussions. Yeah, she's going to have to make a decision about where she wants to go and what she wants to do. So I'm going to do one on Mr. Salah. What does Salah want to do? What does Salah want? Oh, gotta put these back in there. Oops. There we go. And for those of you that are part of the stream, if you guys can give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It helps other people find the channel. Is he over the charade? I would think so. I know I would be. You know what, guys? She was supposed to do like a camping live tonight. There's no camping live. What happened to that? What happened? She was going to go live at the campsite. What happened? No camping live? No? No sitting by the campfire roasting hot dogs and talking to us? They were having too much fun. I know. I'm so jealous, dude. Like, my life just sucks in comparison. Like, I look at Foodie and I'm so jealous of that life. I want to lay on a couch all day and eat junk food and not move. And when I get on the treadmill, I can only go for like 2 minutes. That's the life I want. I want to live the life of a marine animal. I never knew that a walrus had it so good. All right, so we're going to do one on salad. I know, the glorious body odor. I mean, look, why do you think the Beezer spray came to be? They had to imitate that waft of scent that comes off Chantal. We have to capture this. The whole world must know about this. Let's make a whole line of fragrances. Eau de blue cheese. Pizza perfume will set the world on fire. We're going to change the world with this. Decay. Fruit fly fragrance. All right. All right, Salah, you tell me what's going on here. I like these cards a lot. The vintage ones, because they're just small enough for my hands. And they're not too slippery. Ah! You get back in there. So what have you got to say, Salah? What are your thoughts, sir? Azealia. Did you have to tell me that? Ew. Ew. I'm going to have to go get a cup of tea later. Just to get the thought of that breath out of my mind. All right. We're almost there. Fupa for Breeze. Oh, you know how I normally do like a joke reading at the end to close things out? I know I asked for suggestions about what I should do a reading on. I already know. I got an idea. We're going to dive into the world and do a reading on Chantal's fruit flies. Because, you know, what's that old saying? To be a fly on the wall. I think the flies have something to tell us. I mean, if there was ever any tea givers, it would be the flies, right? because they see everything, they hear everything. Hey, Sin Eater. So today, the fruit flies are going to be our tea givers. You know, have mercy. I did one on Julia and it made me so sad. The energy I was picking up off of Julia, it made me so sad. I wanted to cry because she's not happy. I was connecting so hard with that cat. It's just like, I can't go any further. Like, I'll start raging. So it's like, I wish Julia well, but I felt the energy the last time and I'm like, I can't. You know, I just can't. Of course I do. I get regular updates on Blackie. He's doing great. And he's actually got another housemate because the neighbor adopted another cat and they get along like brothers. The white one is like a kitten and Blackie is playing around with it and teaching it some bad habits. And the newest bad habit is teaching the kitten to climb up the curtains. Okay, so Salah's turn. You know, sometimes that happens when you've got multiple cats in the house. You start off with one, you bring in another. If the first cat has a bad habit, it teaches it to the second. It's like troublesome siblings. Like, if I'm going to get in trouble, you're going to get in trouble with me. That's just how it is. We're both going to get yelled at. Okay. All right. So we're doing one on Salah. All right, Salah, talk to me. Damn. This is interesting. So both of them started out with the Fool card. They're both fools. How appropriate. They're both fools. They're both fools. Even my deck's calling you out. You're both fools. You're both idiots. You're both fools. So they're both in like a fool's paradise. Oh God. Why am I getting that song in my head right now? It's an older song. What a Fool Believes. I think that applies to the two of them. And Chantal is the subject of the song. But there's an old song called What a Fool Believes. Is it by the Doobie Brothers? No. It was by Michael McDonald. It was a great song. Yeah, great song. But basically, they're both living in a fool's paradise of like, I'm going to close my eyes and just pretend my world is a certain way when it's not. Yeah. You know what, Kate Pondu? That popped into my head as well. But I think like what a Fool Believes, it applies more because the song revolves around a guy who is trying to reconnect to someone and the someone isn't plugged into him. So it just gets awkward. So we got this other one. We've got the seven. Are you the Seven of Wands? So he's living in his fool paradise, but he's again. This is in front of the camera. This is what's going on behind the camera. Yeah, he was the Doobie Brothers. I love that group. I grew up in the time of good music. So like this is in front of the camera. Oh, everything's fine, you guys. I'm the handsomest husband, blah, 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 blah. But when the camera's turned off, this is what he's going through. You know, like this is him. I feel like he's having to deal with her, and it's a battle. It's a battle to make her do anything. It's a battle to make her work. It's a battle for her to not eat the junk food all the time. It's just like it trying to motivate her to make money. You know, it's like this is Foodie was throwing things mad. Have I or have I not said in my reacts that Chantal confessed that she said she's verbally abusive, but have I or have I not said I feel that she's got a propensity for being, you know, like being violent, like physical violent, throwing things, whatever. Have I not said that? I think I have said that. And then she halfway confessed, yeah, I'm a thrower. I throw things. So, like, I feel like this is him fighting. Like it's a constant battle with Chantal, like trying to get her to make money and promote the channel and promote the YouTube channels, and like just constant battles going on. And with the high priestess out wisdom, like he's like what, he's just looking for knowledge. What do I do? How do I handle things? And once again, he's just like her, he's feeling stuck. He's feeling very, very stuck. There's also a feeling like with the temperance card, I feel like right now there's an emphasis on trying to be patient. He's trying really hard to be patient. And there's a feeling of taking money from one source and pouring it into another source, just trying to balance out things. It's like there's never a feeling of the cups are full to the top. It's a matter of once you get something in one cup, pour to another cup. That way, neither cup is empty. They're not half full. They're not all the way full. I see a picture of like they got a quarter of liquid in each of them, but that way neither one is empty, if that makes sense. So it's just a matter of balancing out the finances, trying to stretch everything out as much as possible. And and whatever it is, it's got him really, really worried. Like he's not getting much sleep. He's not he's not a happy dude. He's not happy at all. Like whatever's going on, he's not happy. Like something is really stressing him out. Let's see here. I want to see more on this card. And this is Chantal sitting on her money. Like her hoarding the money and him having to fight her to give up that money to get things paid. Now he wants to be on that. Like I feel with the Knight of Pentacles, like he's ready to just get going. He's ready to get the money in hand and go somewhere. And he's maybe looking around for like, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? He's thinking about the world and possibilities and what's going on. Although with the Two of Wands, he doesn't have much to work with. Like he's looking out at the world saying, what do I want to do and where do I want to go? But he doesn't have much in the way of means to make that happen. And then there's this. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on with him. A lot of battles. Like I feel like with the two of them, they're always battling. There's a lot of emotional war games going on. A lot of manipulation going on between the two of them, a lot of emotional war games, verbal games, all of that. Then they have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, expand the Wheel of Fortune for me, please. You got the Queen of Wands. Huh. And the King of Cups. So the Wheel of Fortune card. And then what's interesting is you got the King of Cups and you got the Queen of Wands. So I'm feeling like there are people around him, a man and a woman. The woman, okay, let's go over the man first. The man, he's not someone who's older than Salah. He's about right ever so slightly older than Salah. He's a man that he's even-tempered, calm. He's got a little bit of money. The woman, the Queen of Wands, she's very even-tempered, easygoing, relaxing, calming, nurturing. And these people are around Salah and they're talking to him. They are talking to him right now. Ooh, okay, what? Uh-oh. Salah's... um... Salah, you about to get caught again. You got the Lover's card, and then we've got the Three of Cups. What's going on? Or is gonna happen. He caught again. Either that, or if she leaves, whatever he's got going on, he can just pursue it. So I'm going to stop right here with this reading because I want to bring out the oracle cards because I want to see what the oracle. Okay, so let's bring out the dark confession cards for him. That was last week he was caught. You know what? If I didn't know any better, I'd swear that he wants to get caught because maybe he's hoping if he gets caught enough, she'll leave. You're an asshole and I don't love you and I'm leaving. Good, go. Like he's trying to drive her away. Maybe if I go to enough red rooms and she finds out, she'll leave me. Can I just point this out, though, even though it's just obvious? Look, it's a business transaction between those two. Always has been. So if all it is employer and employee, there's no cheating, is there? Cheating only applies if you're in a monogamous relationship and you really care about somebody. But if it's just a fake YouTube marriage, ain't nobody cheating. She's doing what she wants to do. He's doing what he wants to do. So nobody's cheating. Nobody. He doesn't love her. She doesn't really love him, to be honest. It's just YouTube drama. Foodie doesn't see it that way because she's a possessive, stupid bitch. That's why. She thinks that a fake online relationship means an offline relationship. No, ma'am. No, they're not the same. They're not the same. I hope Foodie calls Rose out. She won't. She won't, and it's okay. I'll still react to her. I know she watches my lives and my tarot reacts because she took my intro music from my tarot reacts and used it in her Halloween video. Foodie. So she videos to get that music. Foodie. What's going on, Foodie? You know what? Just to get back at her, just to be spiteful, since she likes to do things out of spite. You know what I've been doing? Because I'm petty like that. I actually went to her videos and I downloaded her intro music. You know, like the little 4 or 5 seconds with the falling, whatever else. Do. I downloaded that. I downloaded her intro. And I've been playing around with it in Audacity, which is like a music program, and I'm tweaking it and I'm fucking around with it. Since she likes to borrow other people's intro music, I'm going to fuck around with hers and make an intro with her shit. Well, I'm going to do some awesome things with it, Jet. Watch. I can make it better. Like in Audacity, you can take something and change the tone and the pitch and add reverb and echo and really make it sound different. Yeah, but I'm in like, you know what? Hey, Sammy. She's seen you. I don't care if she sees me. She sees everybody. So I am not like, it doesn't scare me none. Let her see me. Let her. What's she gonna do? No, no, I will not have Salah on my channel saying Ramadan. No. Now I'm just to be a spiteful hoe. I'm going to fuck around with her intro music and get it all ambient-ish and actually make a better version. Because I can do that. All right. So what does Salah have to say to Chantal? Like, what are his little dark confessions? Hey, Foodie, remember when I made the ironic ambiance of you a long time ago? Don't piss me off, bitch. I'll do it again. I'll do an ironic ambiance of your camping trip and of your bathroom. Don't piss me off. I can make all kinds of ambiance. I have the technology. All right. So what does Salah have to say to Foodie? All right. Oh, this is a good one for him. I am not sure I can meet your expectations. The pressure is too much for me. Interesting. I am not sure I can meet your expectations. The pressure is too much for me. And I think that card, it has to do with the fact that she's way too codependent. She doesn't want to be independent at all. She doesn't want to do anything. So he's forced to do everything. And it's too much. It's too much for Salah. She's asking him to be a partner and a father figure all rolled into one. Because she's a 40-year-old that wants to live the life of a 4-year-old. She doesn't want any obligations, responsibilities. And it's too much of a workload for Salah. Again, you have become too difficult for me to handle. That's a big turn off. Yeah, I could see that happening. She's too difficult to deal with. Ooh, I feel abandoned. You and is triggering my childhood traumas. Like, there's some emotional shit going on in the house. I feel alone and in the dark. Where is my light? Yeah, she's got him so wrapped up that he's just like, he's looking for the light and not finding it. I have lost control of my life. I keep messing up. That's because you gave the control. You had control of your life, Salah, and you gave it to somebody else. You sold it to the devil for a paycheck, bro. Oh no. Wow. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. Yeah, that's about right. That is about right. He is full of himself. He's very full of himself. This is what you fell in love with, Foodie. All right. All right. I depend on you too much to let you go. I have codependency issues. Yeah, he's codependent on her in wrong ways. And she's getting the same card too. This connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. So they're both craving excitement, and they're not getting it from each other. Okay, where's the other deck? I just had it. What is this? Okay. So we're using this one as the Mystic Red Oracle, Red Rose Oracle. She can't squat. He has the ability to leave. You know what, Witch? I think she's got something on him. Or Foodie is emotionally abusive and manipulative, and she might be threatening him with something. And that's why he stayed so long. Like she'll throw a temper tantrum or threaten to go to the cops or something. Remember what she did with Natter? So it's like she might have something on him or with something to keep him where he's at. I hear you, Azalea. What's that? She said she can't squat in the toilet. This is the same woman that when she was back in Canada during the Natter arc, she would actually stop her car and poop on the side of the road. And she's like, it feels so freeing to poop underneath the stars. That actually happened. She stopped on the side of the road. She's like, I gotta go, and did her business right there on the side of the road. And she's all bothered about doing something out in the desert. Okay, so what do the Oracle tell me? So what's the feeling with Salah? Any messages you want to give us? Anything you'd like to set? Ooh, that. Oh boy. First card now, an addiction card. Codependent, obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. So the first card now is the addiction card. All right, can you expand on that? So I don't know what's going on with him personally. I know that he's around Chantal and she's got her food addiction. And you don't necessarily have to be an addict to be affected by addiction. Because just being close to somebody who's an addict can affect you emotionally and mentally. It can be very draining. It can be very painful. So like I think this is him dealing with her addiction and just being pulled into everything. And it's very heavy for him. And he really needs to focus on the self-love and self-care, being happier, love in life. Like he needs to break these chains, the chains that are binding. He needs to get away from these chains because she has got them wrapped around him and she's not going to let him go. He's waiting for her to let go, but she's not going to. It's been 2 years. She's not going to let go. He's trying to like get away easy. That's not going to happen. Let's see. Hold on. These are actually pretty good cards for him. You got ascending, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. Because I feel like everything is coming to a close. Like he's going to break free of her addiction. It's going to be a period of ascending, lighthearted, and adapt, finding out and change things, coming to the light and heat. Yeah, he's got to get away from this first. Like her addiction is not his addiction, but he's suffering regardless. But once he figures out, like, this is not my problem, I don't have to put up with this, and I do have a choice. Once that idea and that thought takes root, then all these other things can happen. Healthy choices, ascending, the dragonfly. But he's going to try to fly. But there's going to be some damage taken. There's going to be some backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation, loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. Yeah, like if he tries to get away, he's going to be in the midst of that, and she's going to stab him in the back. Like she's going to deal some damage because Chantal is a happiness hater. She can't stand to see people happy, especially guys that she was once with. If they got a new girlfriend, they're doing well. She's a happiness hater. Even if she tried with that person and it did not work and she needs to move on, she's a happiness hater. And it would make her happy to make sure that you're unhappy. So there's going to be some backstabbing. No matter what, there's going to be some backstabbing. Hammer, sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. Yeah, like there's going to be some damage. After the damage is over, you got to pick up the pieces and move the fuck on. Move on. And rebuild, and you'll find what you're looking for. Unconditional love, self-care and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. So basically, Spirit is telling him, look, you need to get away from her and you need to focus on yourself. As long as you're around her, you cannot grow. You cannot be what you're supposed to be. She is a toxic distraction who's distracted on her own with her addictions. She's distracted and she's keeping you distracted and off your true path. She's pulling you onto her path where you don't belong. And you're not going to experience any growth, and you're not going to become a better person. You're going to be trapped in her solitary cell of hell until you figure out you don't really have to be there. It's not your hell to be a part of, and get away. Let's see. Okay, give me something else here. So what's going to be hurting him? We got the golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Like she's going to try to pull him back in, even when he tries to get away. Insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. Like she's not going to let him go. She's going to try to hold on to him. But I think he's going to resist with the Phoenix card. New flame and rekindle. Renew and growth. Changed mind. Rise from the ashes. So he's going to be starting completely over. All right. And why is this going on with Foodie and with Salah? Here is your answer. Karmic relationship. Resentment and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. Some people that you meet in life really aren't supposed to be your lifetime partners. They are life lessons that you should learn. And once you learn them, you let them go, you move forward, you do better. I feel like her and Natter were kind of a karmic relationship. He was supposed to be a lesson for her, but she did not learn the lesson. So she went back to summer school with Salah. It's like, okay, you didn't get the lesson, you didn't learn, go back to class. We got further lessons for you. You got a different teacher, same lessons. So she's repeating the same lesson with a different dude because she didn't learn with Nader. So this whole thing is karmic. He's got a lot to learn from this, so does she. And once they both get the lessons, then this whole thing will break apart. But they've got to reach that point where they've had enough and then let it go. Yeah, because they are twin flames. They are polar opposites. But there's a karmic relationship going on in all of this. And there's a lot of watching going on, perception, stalking, the mask, hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight, and personify. Like, they play a lot of games with each other. They don't tell each other the truth. They're gaslighting each other. They're playing around with each other and just wasting time. Wasting so much time. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. All right, so let's see. Going back here. Let's do a little more on Salah. The games that people play, I'm telling you. The games that people play. And thanks everybody for coming in tonight. I appreciate you being here. And for those that have thumbs up the stream, if you guys want to give a thumbs up, if you haven't already, that helps other people to find my channel. I really do appreciate it. So let's do a little more on Salah. Thank you, Megan. Let's do a little more on Mr. Salah. Okay. Oh, who are you? We got some people around him. We got a Queen of Cups. Who is this woman that Queen of Cups is she's well-to-do. Like, she's very well, I feel like she's really well put together. Good with money. He's got some female friends. He's got some female friends and male friends. The Page of Wands. Thank you, T. We got the Queen of Swords. Like this, there's a cast of characters here. Yes, there is. Damn, major arcana just all over the place. We've got Page of Pentacles. There are some people floating around Salah. And I think all these people that are floating around him, they're all in on something with the Ace of Wands. They're all in on something. They're all in on something. They're all in on some shit. Yep. You know, I was watching one of Neo Tarot's readings, and more than once she said to Chantal, look, you're playing a game with the people that you're playing with. They play it better. They're like already 10 steps ahead of you. So you might want to be careful. There are people digging up shit on you. They know things about you. Like, you think you got everybody fooled, that you're the smartest one in the room, but there are people that are sitting up ahead in class that know more than you. Thank you, Azalea. So it's like, just don't. The stupidest thing a person can do is assume that they are the smartest person and they underestimate other people. That's the dumbest thing you can do, is think, I'm the smartest one and I can't be taken advantage of and I'm just too smart for that. You never know. You never know. Like, there are players to this game, Chantal. There's some pieces on the chessboard that you're not even aware of, that you can't see. And that will remain hidden from you. So is there any other decks that want to say something? How about I get out my What's the Tea deck on Matter? This is look at how thick this deck is. My God, my poor little tiny hands. That's why I struggle with it. Look, it's thicker than my hand. My cards are stiff too. All right. So I want to get some perspective on Mr. Natter. Stop it. Yeah, there is a lot going on behind the scenes. All right, so talk to me about Mr. Natter. What is some insight to Natter? Can you give me some insight to Natter? He's going to prison. I hope so. That would really fuck Foodie up. I mean, if he did anything to May, justice for May. But the side bonus is that it would fuck Foodie all the way up. We will know if they're still talking, because if he goes to prison, she'll lose her ever-loving mind. She will. She'll lose it. All right, so what do the cards have to say about Natter? Interesting. Well, first card down is a travel card. So he's planning on going somewhere. But he's got a bad reputation. So right now he's moving in silence. Like mum's the word. And he's basically a wolf in sheep's clothing. All right, show me, what does that mean? Okay, now this is interesting. So I just got the hooked card. And scarcity tactics. That could be taken a couple of different ways. The hooked card. Chantal is hooked on Natter, and he knows it. And he likes to play games with her using scarcity tactics to keep her interested and also keep the money flowing his way. It's like he doesn't give her all of the attention that she wants. He's using scarcity tactics, playing games to keep her interested so that she keeps giving up that money. Then I also got the impersonator card. I'm taking this a different way. The impersonator card wants to be you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, copies you. There's nobody that wants to impersonate Natter, but I'm taking that as he got a lot of attention when he and Foodie were going back and forth. So the impersonator card, I'm taking it as like he just won't let go of her because that's the only way he gets attention. He likes to be in the spotlight. He's got an ego. So he is just riding on somebody else's coattails. Let's see. What else do we got here? He thinks he's too busy winning. Yeah, good luck with that. And with Chantal, he's acting like a doggone groupie because he won't stop talking about her. Huh. Interesting. The jackpot card, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. So you are sending him money, Chantal. Thought so. But he's a broke ass. My cards are calling him all the way out. Dude, you're broke. You're a broke ass. Even my card said so. He's broke. He's in his own head. He's overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. So, like inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. So he's keeping an eye on her. Like he's constantly following Chantal. What is she saying? What is she doing? Because he's still trying very much to attach himself to Chantal. It doesn't matter if she's back in Canada or not. He is staying hooked on a Foodieverse. Ooh. And he's got some bad habits. He's got some real bad habits. Really bad. You're a bad man with bad habits, sir. So he's always creeping. Always creeping around. And I guess there's some money issues going on. There's some money issues. And wasn't Dee Dee's, the apartment that Dee Dee was in, didn't that belong to her mother? Didn't that belong to Dee Dee's mom? I believe somebody said once that belonged to her mother. That wasn't her condo. That was Dee Dee's mom's condo. And if Dee Dee's mom just passed away, would that mean that they would have to move out? Because that's not her property. Unless Dee Dee's mom signed it over to her, which I don't think she did. But if mom has passed away, wouldn't that mean she's got to go? Oh, okay. Okay, so like he's clout hungry. It's not in the will. Okay, I was just curious. See, he's clout hungry. And he's been doing some fuck shit on some fake accounts. And I know that he's been on Foodie's channel with fake accounts. Dark Desert Prince. You and Dee Dee on her channel. And he's got a bit of an ego. He's fake flexing like, I got money. Yeah, you got Foodie's money, not your own money, fool. And him and Foodie both have this in common. They're both happiness haters. Hi, Grieful Life. Hi, everybody. Shireen. Happiness hater. He's a happiness hater. Just like Foodie. They get along that way. Let's see. Okay, now this just got interesting. I don't know who this pertains to, but these two cards together, we've got threatening, intimidating, threatened, bothered, followed by screenshot. So has he got some shit on Chantal? Because Chantal and Natter, they both like to go dig around, find shit, save shit. So he might have something. He might have something on somebody. And okay, theory. This is just a hypothetical theory here based on what the cards are telling me. I think he's got some shit on Chantal. And he's told her, you better keep paying me and give me money or I will release this shit on YouTube. So to keep it quiet, she gives him money. Because he wants that money. He wants to be the boss daddy. So I think he's got some shit saved that she knows about. And she's like, just shut up and don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. So, yeah, it was pretty interesting on Mr. Natter. So I did one on Salah, on Foodie, and then on Natter. Did I miss anybody? Aunt Phyllis and A minors. Did I miss anybody? Foodie likes to play with fire. Oh, she gets off on it. She totally gets off on it. Blackmail, extortion. But Chantal does the same thing, so I don't feel bad for her. She likes to threaten people. Chantal's a dirty pool player. Oh, there go all my cards. Dang it. They're too slippery. Yeah. I saw that on Twitter. Well, I guess listen, I was like, eh. I saw a clip on Twitter where Chantal was on the phone and Nader was going off on her. And allegedly, y'all, allegedly Chantal told Nader that she and Aunt Phyllis had a threesome with the mother's boyfriend. I was like, oh my God, talk about keeping it in the family. What the fuck? Ew. I mean, I've heard of being close to family members, but not that doggone close. I guess she told a story about her and her Aunt Phyllis getting freaky with the same guy. And I was like, no, thank you. I love my family, but not like that. Foodie had a threesome with Aunt Phyllis and her boy. Ew. I can't. No. I cannot. Blech. I'm laughing so I don't get sick. Because that's just nasty. That's just nasty. It's on Twitter. I think I actually reposted that on Twitter. I think I showed it in one of my reacts. So how about we do something? What the fupa? Y'all want to do something fun? What deck am I going to use? Let me see. I think I'll use this one. It's the What's the Vibe one. See? What's the vibe? Yes, you guessed it, Payday. It's time for a reading on Chantal's fruit flies. Because you know the fruit flies have the tea. to be a fly on the wall of that house. You know, like you got to know that fruit flies are the best tea givers because they are always around the shit. You know, like they can sniff it out. They know where it's at. They hang around. You know, they've seen some things and smelled some things. And we're all about the tea and girl world. So, hey, you got to consult the fruit flies. Because, look, you guys don't know. The fruit flies are connected. They got their cousins, the house flies. They got their uncles and aunties, which are the horse flies and deer flies. It's a whole thing. It's like a whole community of flies. You know? Like they got wings and ears everywhere. You got to be careful what you say about them. Right. So what do the Chantal's fruit flies have to say? All right. So talk to me, fruit flies. You're terrified of cockroaches. Oh, the cockroaches and the flies, they got a really, the cockroaches and the flies, man, like they get along but they don't, you know, because they they compete over the same food sometimes. Sometimes. When it's about the food, you know, sometimes tables get flipped, cups get thrown, you know, there's arguments. You know, maggot larvae gets hauled off by the cockroaches just to be spiteful. I mean, it's a whole thing. They get along mostly, but when it comes to the food, that fights do break out. They're throwing shit at each other. Yeah, listen, the fruit fly network, the fruit flies know the house flies, who know the horse flies, who know the deer flies, who know the cockroaches. Who know the ticks. I mean, friends of friends of friends. There's a whole network you guys don't even know about. So what do the fruit flies have to tell us? The only group that the fruit flies don't get along with are the mosquitoes. None of the groups like the mosquitoes because they're bloodsuckers. Mosquitoes come around the neighborhood, they're like, fuck off. You're not allowed around here. You're not allowed entry. Nobody likes the mosquitoes. All right. All right. Let's get going. Okay, so what do the fruit flies want to tell us? So right now, the fruit flies are feeling very shattered. Broken nightmares, failures. They're feeling very shattered because they expected so much more in the Oceanside villa. They expected that the toilet would be overflowing with poo and they would have an endless supply of poo. And they're so disappointed. They're so disappointed. Like they were expecting a paradise and they got food. They got Foodie Beauty. So they're shattered. Um, but they're looking for harmony and balance and peace and happiness. Like they want a balance of like poo in the toilet bowl and an open trash bag, to keep them fed. They're looking for that balance. And that's why they started to invite in some of their friends, like mold and mildew. Those are friends of house of the fruit flies. The fruit flies are like, let's invite all the friends in. Like, we're just gonna make this into a party. So the drain rat has been invited to the party. You've got mold, you've got mildew, like soap scum. Like, they're inviting all of their friends. So they're looking for the balance and the peace and the happiness. They're just gonna make a funky environment for them to be happy in. But they're and some of the fruit flies, they got a whiff of Foodie's breath, and they all decided to mask up. Like one of the fruit fly cousins flew too close to Foodie's face, got a whiff of her breath, and immediately dropped to the table, just stunned. So once that fruit fly recovered, it ran back to its cousins and said, "Y'all need to put a mask on. Get like a piece of like plastic and put it over your face when you get near this one, because her breath will knock you all the way out." This is somewhere between dumpster juice, hot dog water, and like just hot garbage, and not the good kind. So put your mask on when you get near Foodie. Trust me, you're gonna need a gas mask. And that, and the fact that Chantal eats a bunch of broccoli, so like she hot boxes that apartment from her backside. So like all of the fruit flies are on high alert. If you're around Foodie, mask up. And it looks like one of the fruit flies is looking for its soulmate. It's looking for its soulmate. I think that the soulmate connection is with a housefly. They just met by chance. Foodie left the window open one day. Here comes, Henrietta housefly. And then, Fred fruit fly saw her and said, "Hoo hoo," and went chasing after her. And, like he just started talking and said, like, "Hey, let's go to Starbucks and like sit on a muffin and like have a chat." So even the fruit flies they just want love. But it's hopeless, It's a Romeo Juliet type situation. It's like, you're a housefly, I'm a fruit fly. How can we make this work? We're same yet different. So I mean, poor fruit fly, just trying to make it a love connection and rejected. I know. But don't worry, fruit fly, you're going to have a love affair with a banana. Yes, you're going to find that banana over there in the corner that Foodie forgot about, and it's going to be so sweet. You're going to forget all about that hussy house fly that you try to hook up with. Okay, so don't worry about it. And and hussy housefly is gonna like issue an apology, but don't buy it. Okay, like just stick with the banana. Okay, it's a sure thing. Yeah, keep your distance. Keep your distance from that hussy housefly. Okay, they're laying eggs all over the place anyway. You don't know where their backside has been. Fuck them. And there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of tension. That's right. There's a lot of tension. Fruit flies over there like, so much banana, so little time. Yep, and banana is going to make fruit fly feel better. Fruit fly is going to be like, blocked, moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. Banana is going to heal fruit fly's broken heart. The power of the banana. And it's going to cause a bunch of chaos, upheaval. That hussy housefly, man, is just a troublemaker. It's just troublemaker. You know, like listen, hussy housefly, you were messing with the other houseflies. What do you care about fruit fly anyway? You rejected poor fruit fly. How dare you? And there's going to be a sense of longing. Housefly is going to want the fruit fly and not going to be able to get to it. Missing you. Let's talk reunion. Call me. No, I'm not, bitch. I'm with banana and mango. I'm hanging out where I'm supposed to be because I'm a fruit fly. I'm hanging out with the fruit. What are you doing? Yeah, and there's a bunch of bird bridges. Yeah, fruit fly is going to get over it real quick. Fruit fly is going to get his mind right. And he's like, I'm a fruit fly. I should be near the fruit. That's where the sweetness is at. Why am I hanging out with this housefly for? What was I thinking? I must have been drinking that night. So must have been the tequila. And fruit fly is going to recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind. And fruit fly is going to go on to make a family. You know, find Mrs. Fruit Fly. You know, she's going to be hanging out on an apple. He's going to be hanging out on the banana. She's going to be hanging out on the apple. They're going to see each other and sparks are just going to fly. And they're going to make a family. And time is of the essence, fruit fly. Jump on it. Once you see Mrs. Fruit Fly, get to work on making and laying them eggs. And all this is just going to make waves. And fruit fly is going to be established, settled, secure, wealthy. Yeah, like fruit fly is going to run into a whole basket full of fruit and just like, I'm rich. I'm a fruit fly. I ran into a bunch of fruit. Life could not be better. You know, he's going to be walking into like the fruit fly bar and saying like, hey, ladies, want to see my orchard? I got all the fruit. Who wants some fruit? I got an orchard like you don't even know. So fruit fly is going to brag about this orchard. But guess who owns the orchard? Housefly. And hussy housefly is going to be a petty bitch and issue a cease and desist saying, don't brag about my orchard, bitch. That ain't yours. You're fake flexing. Quit that. So there's going to be a cease and desist. They're going to have to sign an NDA. And so fruit fly is going to go smell the roses because he can't go in the orchard no more. And he's going to be alone for a while. And fruit fly is going to just take the good vibes for today. And he's going to feel trapped. He's going to feel trapped. Stuck, no options, unforgiveness. He's going to feel trapped. Poor fruit fly. He's going to be all trapped because he's going to fly into a bag of bananas and get stuck there because Foodie's fucking hoof is going to be reaching into that bag to grab up those bananas and he's going to have nowhere to go. What happened? But there's going to be some divine intervention because one of fruit fly's cousins, horsefly, is going to see what's going on and says, oh, hell no. And they're going to fly into the bag and bite Foodie's hand, which is going to hurt. She's going to pull her hand out and fruit fly can get out of there before he gets crushed. And this is going to make fruit fly feel very hopeful and inspired, very inspired. And so he's going to start thinking about the possibilities. You know, why am I sticking to an orchard? Why am I sticking to a banana? I need to go out into the world. There are other orchards. There are other fruit trees. There are other fruit flies. There are other flies in the sky. What am I here for? Now he's so deep. And he's got to understand that there are consequences for your actions. If you fly into a bag full of bananas and there is a hungry gunt right behind you, you've gotta watch that, because they might be craving something sweet and they're reaching their hoof into the bag. And you might get trapped in there. You fuck around, you find out. And so, like, he's running. So he's running. He's taking a bus trip. He's going to find a nice orchard that Housefly does not own. But he's feeling a bit salty because he really was attached to that orchard that belonged to the hussy Housefly. And he's paranoid that hussy Housefly might be watching him. But he thinks it's funny. He likes to troll Housefly. And hussy Housefly won't let go of Fruit Fly. Hussy Housefly will not let go of Fruit Fly. Hussy Housefly is over there like knocking on the door. You there? Are you there? Fruit Fly's like, fuck off. Get away from my door, or I'm going to put a fly trap on my door. How you like that? I'm gonna put a fly trap out there. Don't tempt me. And he's going to go and get a vacation. He's going to take a vacation from hussy Housefly. Got to leave the house because hussy Housefly has been leaving all the messages and blowing up his phone. And so he has an epiphany. He has an epiphany. The epiphany is there's lots of fruit in the world. You don't have to necessarily go to an orchard. There's plenty of rotted fruit in the garbage cans and in Foodie's place. And so he's content to stay in Chantal's house and be there because hussy Housefly is not there. And hussy Housefly is envious because while Fruit Fly's there, then hussy Housefly can't get in there. And it's getting cold. And Fruit Fly's like, nah, bitch, it's getting cold outside. What do you got to say to me now? I bet it's cold out there. I bet you were warm in here. I'm sorry about your luck. So there's a sense of envy. There's a sense of envy. Fruit Fly likes to troll Housefly. Housefly is outside the window, and Fruit Fly will just sit there on the glass and like look at him like, "Are you cold?" I bet it's cold. And it's nice and warm. Sorry about your luck. Oh. And yeah, there's like the last card is the cutting ties. Freedom, standing up, awaken. Hussy Housefly disappears at some point, and Fruit Fly finds its mate, does its mating dance, and story over, the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed that fake reading. He went camping with his friends. You know what, Azalea? I do have somebody that does readings for me when I need one done. So, like, that is not a problem. Like, I have to have other people read my cards because I have trouble just doing my own. Where is the box? Ugh, my boxes are all over the place. You're welcome. See, like, imagine Fruit Flies being more entertaining than Foodie. That's so sad. Where is the doggone box? I just had it. Oh, there it is. You cursed yourself? I don't even know how you managed that one, girl. So you guys did you guys have a good time tonight? You're welcome. I have a good time. You know, we're having a good time. I want to do more tarot readings, but usually like once a week is good. Plus, this is a perfect time to do a reading. Foodie's not doing anything, but yet when she comes live, if she does something remotely interesting, instantly everybody goes live. And then I just want to wait till everybody does their lives before I do a reading. So on a dead night like this, it's perfect. So I thought, she's not doing shit. She's disappeared. She might be having a bee moment. I don't know, but it's like, this is a good time to do it. Thank you, Tucker. Girl, what has become so dark? I agree. I agree. And I enjoy doing the reacts to Chantal, but I'm just letting you guys know I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for my tarot channel because you guys can see I love doing the tarot. So I think it's like a healthy balance to do reacts and also like do the tarot stuff too. So I'm going to be focused. Like I'm getting a shit ton of tarot decks. I'm going to keep just increasing the collection, but I just want to give really good readings. So I leave different decks for that. So yeah. So I'm if I'm not doing something with Chantal, I'll do stuff on the tarot channel and start building that up. Because I mean, let's just be real. Can we just be real for a minute? I don't know what's going to happen with Chantal. I really don't. She's not doing what she needs to do to keep people interested. So it's like, girl world is not what it used to be. And it's evolved a lot. It's changed a lot. So when you notice something evolving and changing, just ride the wave and change with it. Don't resist the change. So like, I don't know what Chantal's doing, where she's going, but she's not doing what she needs to do to keep things interesting. So it's like, okay, you're not going to do so much and people aren't as interested, then I'm going to go do what I want to do. So like for everything, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. And as far as Chantal, not for the whole of girl world, for Chantal, I feel like she's reached the end of the road. Like she's done everything. She's said everything. There's nothing she could do to shock us. We're desensitized to her. Like she doesn't have the energy nor the health to put the fire in her belly and get going again. So it's like we are at the end of the Foodie Beauty road. And that's her decision. So like I'll keep reacting to her, but I'm not going to neglect myself either. There are things that I want to do for y'all to keep you entertained. I think that's a creative balance, is it not? It's like you can react to Chantal, but just balance it out by doing something you're passionate about. It keeps the creative juices flowing where you don't get numb. Yeah, there's been a lot of weird shit going on. And I try my best to stay the fuck out of it. How will she make any money? Well, you know what? If she's got her feedies on the side, that's where the bulk of her money is coming from. Although she does use YouTube as a portal to get in front of the feeders to find new ones to make money off of. So that's why she likes to keep YouTube around. I try not to get wrapped in it. It's all supposed to be fun. Right. Look, I'm just going to tell y'all straight up. Do you know why I'm here on YouTube? I want to have fun. I want to do the content that I want to do. I don't give a single flying fuck about having the biggest channel, getting the most views. I'm going to do what I want to do. I can look at my channel, this one, the ambiance channel, because I do have an ambiance channel too. And I can say, I'm proud of what I've done. And I stand behind 100% of it. All of it. I came here to talk to people and to have a good time and to be creative and expressive. I've learned a lot since I've been on YouTube by talking to people. I've learned about editing, learning to vocalize things more. It's like I'm not caught up in the whole keeping up with the Joneses. I want to be the biggest channel on YouTube and make the most money. I'm not going to play dirty games to grow my channel. Other people might. I'm not. I don't care. I'm here just to have fun with y'all. Period. Period. So I'm here just to do my thing. Yeah, we all need some fun in our lives. And I know the live is over. Can I just say something? Would you guys mind? Because this really bugs me. And I don't want to make it too dark. But I have noticed something. I'm not going to name any names. But when you make a channel, with every video you do, with every live that you do, you're showing people who you are. And you're showing people what content that you're producing. Like people go to your channel, they watch you, they get a sense of who you are and what your content is about. People look for consistency because consistency is something that they can trust. I remember being young and growing up. Anybody remember a news reporter by the name of Walter Cronkite? Walter Cronkite is an OG. Like back in the day, if you wanted to know the news, the reliable news, you went to Walter Cronkite. And people went to Walter Cronkite because he was reliable, he was trustworthy, he was consistent. And I feel the way that he did things, it applies to YouTube. Like if you're a content creator, be consistent with who you are. Be consistent with what you do. People get to know you by the things you say and the things you do. It's when you stop being consistent that people are like, hold on, wait. Who is this person? I thought we knew him or her. Be consistent. Don't get fucked up and waylaid by bullshit, back and forth, whatevers with other people. If that's not what your content is to start with. If you start out reacting to something or portraying something, and then you get sidetracked with the side subfolder bullshit, you don't like that person, they don't like you, and you don't have to like each other. It's possible for two channels to be on YouTube and not like each other and just keep away from one another. You don't have to go back and forth. But if it goes from creating content to taking personal beef and going back and forth, that's when the consistency goes away. You're involving your audience in something they don't necessarily have to be involved in. And that'll fuck up your content. That'll fuck up the vibe. So you got to have that consistency. If you don't like somebody on YouTube, that's okay. They don't have to like you. You guys can just do your own thing, but you're fucking up your shit by fighting with other people. That's all I'm saying. So I know this is kind of a weird subject to speak on, but You guys got to understand, I've been on YouTube for years, and I've seen a lot of infighting, and I've seen a lot of channels go down, and I've seen how the infighting ruins channels. And it's like, what a shame. What a damn shame. I am here to, I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody. What I'm saying is just, you got to just remember, why are you here? Are you here to be on YouTube? Do you have a vision of your channel? What your content is, how you want people to enjoy it? Whatever that is, you got to be consistent with it, and just stay away from the side drama bullshit. You know, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to do my tarot. I'm here to be creative. I don't want nothing to do with side drama bullshit. It's not fun. That's not why I'm here. So, thank you. Can someone give me context? It's just speaking on things in general, Bubba. So I'm not about the drama. I'm about the creating content on my channels, having a good time with it. I don't care if I make money with it. I'm having fun. I make my ambiance videos because it's fun. You know, because they relax me and they help relax other people. What other reason do I need? I'm not designing my ambiance videos to make a ton of money. I'm doing it because it relaxes me. I do the tarot because it relaxes me. And you guys get to sit with me and I could tell funny stories about fruit flies and Chantal's fupa. We could do ridiculous, stupid tarot readings on her fupa and the fruit flies and the treadmill and girl, that drama in the bathroom. We got to do like a catch up tarot with that. We got to. Because I'm telling you, toothbrush is, I'm going to try and get some information on toothbrush, because toothbrush is just, it's too silent over there. Toothpaste and toothbrush, they're just getting too close. I mean, they're thick as thieves. And dental floss is trying to get between them. Dental floss is messy, trying to get between them. Drama. Dental floss is always trying to get between something. Fucking troublemaker. There's like a whole girl world going on in Foodie's bathroom. Dental floss. Not the floss. Well, hey, Nirvana, you do know that dental floss is actually the ex of toilet paper. That was actually a thing. They actually dated for a while. They did. But don't tell Q-Tip that, because then they'd have something to talk about. Q-Tip is always in somebody's ear. Don't tell Q-Tip anything. If you want it kept a secret, don't tell Q-Tip. Because they're always in somebody's ear. They just can't help themselves. Yeah, dental floss and toilet paper. Toilet paper has seen some things. Yeah, some really shitty things. You got to respect the toilet paper. It's got a job to do, and it's a shitty job. And they don't have much of a choice. So respect the toilet paper. They lost the life lottery. They got the shittiest job literally in the world. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I need to step outside and smoke a cigarette. My vape is out. Bidet? Oh, trust me, we're going to keep up with bidet. But ever since I started doing readings on bidet, it opened up the whole damn book of all those characters in there. Toothpaste, toothbrush, fucking mouthwash, soap, shampoo, conditioner. Now they're all coming out of the damn woodwork. They're all like, oh, you're going to talk about bidet and ignore the rest of us? Do you know that we've got a story? Yeah, I know you got stories, bitches, but I only can do so more readings at a time. Wait your turn. I can't be reading on all of you at once. I'll tell all of your stories later. Line the fuck up. Take a number. I'll get to all of you. I'll tell all of your stories. It's going to take a while, though. There's a lot of you in there. Damn. I mean, I'm invested in the drama, but they all just started talking. All right, I'm out and I gotta go, y'all. So you guys have been great. It's been a lot of fun, and we will see what's going on with Chantal if she went on her camping trip or not. She probably didn't. She's like, oh, my tummy hurts, my fupa hurts, my toenail hurts. She probably didn't go. All right, bye everybody, and please don't forget to give a thumbs up to the stream before you leave. If you enjoyed the stream, I really appreciate it. Y'all be well, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.